Hey guys, I am Ibigandscary. I'm bringing you another StarCraft 2 replay, this time featuring Blink in the top right corner playing our green Protoss, and in the bottom left we have BoneCarlos, our Periwinkle Protoss. This is game 2 featuring these two dynamic duos battling it out. This time we are on Cloud Kingdom. It's a best of 3 series, so this could be the cincher if Blink takes it. Blink in the previous game did a really nice immortal drop harassment, and then followed it up with some heavy zealots and sentries, and then 2 supporting colossi, and really just demolished BoneCarlos's defenses. He had a bunch of stalkers in place, probably enough to take down the zealots if he could directly engage them, but in the end the force fields were just too hot and heavy, and the colossi were capable of dealing out quite a lot of damage despite not having their range increase. Also, it didn't help that BoneCarlos kind of went for an expansion right whenever Blink was deciding to move out, and also took some heavy damage from the harassment despite having a more just a superior economy at that point. Early scout, though not as early as last time, from Blink, sending that probe down. In the previous game we saw him just try some shenanigans with the early immortal tech, so it'll be interesting to see what direction the build goes. BoneCarlos was a little bit more not passive, but he just wanted to play the late game. He wanted to get that expansion out. He wanted to get out a bunch of stalkers, control the battlefield. You saw that he was going for Blink tech, I think, with that Twilight Council. And I think that if he can get to the tech that he wants to get to, he will be able to take the game. But it really just depends on how aggressive Blink wants to be, or if he wants to try his hand at macro. Only time will tell as the probe goes round and round. We don't see any scout coming out of BoneCarlos just yet. The gateway is down, as is the assimilator, and the second pylon. We're going to see a cybernetics core out of both players any second now. There goes BoneCarlos's. Pretty standard at the time. BoneCarlos didn't get that second gas till like way late. It was because he was looking forward to the expansion. Maybe he'll stay on top of his chrono boost. Unlike last time, he didn't get a zealot out, so there's, that's one more thing that he can't spend his chrono boost on. And the cybernetics core is not quite done, so he can't spend it on that either, but it is ticking up. Maybe one more spent on the probes. Maybe he just wants to save it up so he's got a full round just for that warp gate tech. Gets it out as quickly as possible. Definitely a good decision there. Really important tech. Very important tech. Cybernetics core is finishing up for Blink, though, and he's got a second assimilator underway. Going to be double dealing that gas. Maybe get a lot of sentries out just like last time so that he can control that battlefield. It turned out to be very effective for him. That stalker is coming out for BoneCarlos, though, and there goes the chrono boost on that cybernetics core. Is that a Blink? It is. Blink stealing that gas from BoneCarlos. That's okay. He never got the gas last time. If he's going for an earlier expansion, and it's looking like an identical build, if he throws down one more gateway, it will be an identical build. So it could be that BoneCarlos is going for that early expansion, and he doesn't need that gas anyway, though it looks like he is going to turn around and take out that structure just to get rid of the added vision that's inside. Not a lot of vision, especially with the third gateway going off into the corner, but it's still vision, and you don't want the opponent to see anything that they don't have to. Stalker is out for Blink, though, and it doesn't have a kill on it. Let's see if neither players have lost any workers just yet. Another, oh wow, one gate into Robo for Blink, so he's getting that early Robo out again. Maybe he'll be trying for that Warp Prism harassment. He did some fantastic damage with those Immortals, though he did end up losing them to ill-timed retreat from BoneCarlos, bringing all those stalkers back home. Did quite a lot of damage to an already weakened Warp Prism, and ended up being very costly for Blink. Despite it being pretty effective, it definitely devastated that probe line. Pylon going down at the watchtower. A nice proxy gate from proxy pylon from BoneCarlos. He's got 3 gateways down, a 4th gate on the way, so it does look like a 4 gate. Still just the 1 gas. Probably not going to need the other gas if he's going to go all in on this. What is the harvester count? 22 to 24, pretty much neck and neck. Blink was being a little bit behind throughout the entire game last time on the harvester count, so not 24 is still a respectable number, though he is mining off of two gas, so yeah, his gas income's up, mineral income down, and overall harvester numbers pretty far down too. Chrono boost is pretty high also with that immortal popping out. Oh, and again he goes for that robotics facility, so this was it was a pretty successful build last time, but it relied heavily on the fact that BoneCarlos was not the aggressor, and this time with that 4-gate, BoneCarlos is poised to absolutely demolish this front door. 2 stalkers are on the top, no force field, allowing 4 of the stalkers to make it inside, but with that immortal on the high ground, going to be able to focus down a lot of damage quickly. Only 2 stalkers remaining. That immortal is very, very high health. BoneCarlos trying to kite the immortal back so that it can take some damage from the stalkers trapped on the low ground. All of a sudden the stalker is out of shields, has to retreat. Another immortal is on the way, but it's just now getting started. We don't see anything warped in just yet, as the warp gate tech has finished. One of the gateways hasn't transformed to a warp gate just yet. All of BoneCarlos' units are focusing down that robo facility. I don't think that immortal's ever going to see the light of day. It does get canceled right before it dies. That single immortal is still alive on the far left side of the base, but at the same time BoneCarlos is going to town on the structures that Blink has here, and he's doing quite a lot of economic damage too, because the probes are now getting pulled, and they're being pulled right into a wall of zealots who are going to do quite a lot of damage. We can see the probe numbers are just absolutely falling, 12 to 25. Even if BoneCarlos lets everything get absolutely demolished, and it doesn't look like he is, those zealots are going to town. I don't think Blink's going to be able to stay in, and he does GG out. BoneCarlos, good old 4-gate, just showing you how it's done. Plenty of early aggressive. Blink was relying on a little bit of a passive BoneCarlos because he was getting out that robo facility, and those Colossi take some time and take some money, especially when it's off of one base. BoneCarlos, though, fantastic 4-gate. Hats off to you, and that means the series is tied up. So I will see you guys in game number 3. If you guys have a game you want me to cast, you could PM me here or on Reddit. One way or another, I will see you guys later. I am Ibigandscary. Bye.